Hi, Andrew, Chin, Shlok, I'm Colin. We're Team 9. We're talking about Bedrail.AI. So just to introduce real quick, we sort of thought about the problem of hospital capacity planning. Everyone remembers the pandemic as like, oh, do we have any beds? Do we know what it's doing? We talked to our great advisor, Matt, yesterday, and he's like, well, one of the ways you plan for capacity is both planned admissions, which we have a pretty good handle on, but unplanned admissions. And so we thought about building an application that would start to sort of help more of a real-time management of that workflow around unplanned admissions.
So we're going to jump right into the demo. Super sexy topic, resource planning for hospitals. So bear with us. You can see here we did some helpful color coding. We had a time limit on what we could do. We built out all of these different components. What we're going to demo today is in green. So we're going to show a workflow essentially showing how we can take different inputs and use that to dynamically adjust resources. So if I escape out of this, if I'm able to do that, cool. All right, so you can see here, this is configurable, so you're able to actually, in our application, sort of adjust this to the realities of your hospital. So say, okay, we actually have 10 beds in our ICU, save those changes, let's start some triaging. Oh no, huge problem, we don't have enough nurses actually in order to staff our ICU, and we're able to see that here. So let's return to setup, let's edit that, and amazing. Look at that, all those nurses. And you can sort of see as folks are entering, we're adding sort of individual beds, different patients are coming in. So now I'm gonna do an example and actually show how we're dynamically taking inputs. So let's say male 25 with heart palpitations coming in. And this is running through Claude. It's going to give a quick little summary, and it assigns this person to the cardiology unit. And you can see if you hover over, you can actually see some details on condition. All these ones were kind of just added manually by me, so you can just see unknown, but in this case, we actually have some details. We also built a discharge probability model. That's kind of the long-term vision, which is how can we sort of aggregate all this information and use it to predict resourcing into the future. Didn't have time to plug that into the app, but that's the idea. And now we're going to show sort of, I think what's really cool, which is dynamically adjusting to real-time inputs that are coming in. So in this case, audio.
This patient's got multiple injuries. His left leg is below the knee is fully degloved. He has several other obvious deformities as well. He's got blood coming from his ears. He's clenched at this time. I got blood pressure 155 over 117, 155 over 117.
So that's just a snippet of this EMS call. What we were able to do is actually use Deepscribe. In the interest of time, this is sort of the output of what we got with Deepscribe, and we have sort of an engineered prompt in order to get an output that we can then put into our application. In the productized version, this would be actually in the app. Great, we sort of have some details here. So if you think about how this would actually work in practice, this would eventually be going directly into our application. So let's add that in here, paste these details. And there we go. Added this person to the ER. And we have a Git repo, so there you go.